So here I am in the Plaza de la Revolucion. This is where it all went down in 1959. So all the mass demonstrations took place. This is pretty much the government center of the city, as you heard the tour director say earlier in the bus. That's Cienfuegos, friend of Che's and Fidel's and Raul's. There's old Che there, finance ministry.
What's up? This is Terrell Goinglobal, and today we're gonna meet with I'm meeting with a special person, Eric Walls. He just got back from Cuba on a study abroad trip, and over there he was working on a project. And right now we're going to talk a little bit about the project. So if you can introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about the project.
Okay, I'm Eric Walls, and I had the distinct honor of being able to travel abroad to Cuba with Pitt Community College recently. And while I was down there, I was introduced to a young lady, American by the name of Connor Gorey, who has started the first American or English language bookstore in Havana, Cuba, or in all of Cuba, actually. And I have kind of partnered with her because, unfortunately, due to the remaining economic embargo and things like that, it is virtually impossible for Cubans to get English language books. Especially from the United States. They can't just go on like BarnesandNoble.com or Amazon and stuff like that and order stuff. So the only way that she is able to really get books to stock her store with is through donations. So she has sent me a list of books that she is currently looking for, and I'm in the process right now of trying to get some of those together for her so we can send her a package of some of these books. And I'm hoping to make it an ongoing project. I hope to at least every 2 or 3 months or so to have another package that I can send down there to her. It's I actually visited the store while I was down there and spoke with Connor, and she's got a really good thing going. It's not just a bookstore, it's also kind of like a library, because, the economic situation in Cuba is such that, most native Cubans they can't go out and buy books like you or I can, especially, English language books. So she actually has a kind of like a library kind of situation where people actually can go in there and they can actually check out these books and take them home and read them. And, Cubans are very curious about pretty much anything American, and especially how their history has been interpreted from American sources, and and vice versa. And a lot of them do speak English. They study English in school. They're very curious as to how all that kind of translates over. This is one way we can kind of help connect America with Cuba in a more profound way, and I just think it's a really neat thing she's doing, and I'm trying to help her out as much as I can. So
okay, sounds good. So this is a project pretty much she's trying to get books from wherever, or is it particular books?
Well, she does have a targeted donations list that she sent me, but they're open to as long as it's English language book, then she's gladly accepts any donations. I mean, she does, as I said, she has a targeted donations list of books that she's specifically looking for, but it doesn't just have to be those particular books. I mean, she's open to anything. Yeah.
So. Okay. Now, is this something? How can people? Because people might be looking at this saying, this is interesting. This is something cool. How can I help? So, what kind of things can they do to help, or who do they contact?
If anybody's interested in helping out this project in any way, you can contact me. My email address is erockwalls@gmail.com. That's EROCKWALLS@gmail.com, and I can either send you the donations list so that you can keep an eye out for stuff like that, or if you have books that are just lying around the house that you can't think of anything better to do with them, send them my way, and I'll be happy to include them in the package down there for Connor, and I'm sure that Connor and all of her customers would be extremely happy to receive anything that you can give. So A lot of the local people in that little neighborhood that she's in is right in the middle of Havana. They kind of hang out there, and they have a nice little porch area that's shaded in with trees and stuff. And they have hammocks and stuff, which is hammocks are very rare in Cuba, by the way. This little aside, but anyway, and people just kind of hang out and they drink the coffee and they read books and they socialize, and so it's really a community hub, that Connor has created down there, and she's been living down there for the past 12 years, and she's actually married a Cuban. So that's how she is legally allowed to live there. She'll never be able to be a citizen because she's not native born, but she pretty much has a green card, just like someone from another country coming here would have if they're here legally. So yeah, and it's just, as I said, I was really taken when I was there about what she has going on and how much she really cares about the community and the Cuban people that she's directly involved with, and it was something that I just wanted to help out and be a part of. So yeah.
Okay, cool. That sounds real interesting. So I appreciate you explaining us about that project.
Thank you for letting me explain it. Yeah.
No problem. And if you all want to contribute or help or just learn more about the program, I'm going to send a link below who you can contact. Eric is definitely. So with that said, it's going global. That's all.
Go global.